Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Frankfurt Majors, presented by ESL. I'm Gods, here on the Summit Studio, and I'll be covering the group stages today and tomorrow with my good friend Winter. Winter, how you doing, buddy?
I am very well, my friend.
That's good to hear. Are you excited for the first ever Valve Dota 2 Major?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to be covering OG Dota versus Vega Squadron. We're going to hop right into the draft. We can talk all things Dota 2 from there. OG Dota 2, the European qualifier winner. Vega, a direct invite after their successful run at MLG New York. And, well, we're going to see what I find the most interesting round one matchup here that we've got going on right now. So if you guys aren't watching this stream, or you are watching this stream, tell your friends this is the match to watch. Vega versus OG Winter. I feel a very even matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, maybe like when I was at the house, I would say Vega was favorites, but they haven't really been doing well the last month. They haven't really played as well as during ESL when they won. It was quite a long time ago, a month and a half ago.
Yep. Well, I know this is something you love to talk about, something you're very good at talking about, Draft Winter. What's happening here? OG Dota with first pick, Vega with second pick. Most surprisingly, Doom gets through, and OG get denied the time to go with IO. What do you make of all this?
Quite surprised though, but I know that OG value their IO very highly, and you can relocate the Doom target away. That's something to note. But Vega have like Doom and they are snatching away the Tiny from OG, so maybe we'll see a CK or a Sven, something else to replace the Tiny here.
Okay.
But right now they're going for lane, like heroes that are very strong in the lanes. Like Undying plus IO can be very helpful to all your lanes. IO, you know, the teams have been like moving the IO all around, trying to use the IO as more of a mini fountain in the laning phase. You go to the middle lane, you go to the off lane, and Undying can also provide a lot of support to strengthen your laning phase.
Yeah, something normally Fly plays in a support role, but if they want to, Moon could pick it up for the offlane as well, although we've seen him play more kind of clockwork. Nature's Prophet's been a big pick for them as well. They run a lot of Lich offlane dual lanes, but it's OG themselves banning out the Lich this time around, as Lich does partner up so well with the Doom, so we'll see what the teams have in mind for the second pick stage. Lich and AA banned out by OG, Gyro banned out for now by Vega. Vega most likely going to prioritize bans towards the core heroes, and we'll see, of course, what hero we're going to have Mr. 8K MMR Miracle himself playing, since, as of yet, his kind of carry/mid yet to be picked up. OG, one of the few teams who actually mix up their mid and carry positions based on the draft, which is also interesting to note.
Yeah, I think that Pascal was also a really good ban here. Might be difficult to deal with since they ban out the A and they have the Wiz. But I think that maybe they are going to go for like 5-man. Like against Doom, you want to be able to just 5-man so he can't pick off anyone on the other side lane. So maybe Beastmaster. They have Undying, so their 5-man can be very strong in the early to mid stages of the game.
Whoa, Tusk also makes it through. This is to me one of the stronger heroes currently in this patch.
Yeah,
and
quite
Vega,
surprising though.
Yeah, it does have some
hero.
overlap with, I guess, the Doom. Like, I don't think OG were expecting it just because Doom had already been picked up, which is run in the offlane a lot, but with this lineup, I want to see what Vega have in mind. Doom could theoretically go safe lane if they want to run the Tiny mid, although Tiny mid very vulnerable to some kind of ranged harassers. Heroes like Queen of Pain, which is banned out, but there's still a Wind Ranger, and possibly some other lane dominators that could give Tiny some problems.
I think most of the teams that have been picking Tusk have been using him as a support position nowadays. He's much more suited as position 4 support. Since you don't really need farm, you just need levels, and you want to be roaming and setting out kills for your team. He's very strong at roaming when he reaches level 2. So I think most of the teams would probably prioritize in having the Tusk as a support position. Maybe in the exception of only one team, eHome, that they actually run the Tusk as a core most of the time when they actually pick it.
I think I've seen Moon play it once or twice in the offlane as well, but yeah, it does seem the general trend is towards Tusk as a support, so we'll see what OG now look to do to respond to this. Since
Juggernaut is good versus Doom though. Like they ban out the Ice Blast, the Ancient Apparition, so Juggernaut heal can be quite useful here. Juggernaut or Beastmaster. I think those are the two heroes that No-Tail have been using a lot in the recent times when I was watching their team play.
Hey, don't rest on Meepo. You could see a no-tail Meepo here to open things up. Is that? Yeah.
That's Tiny though, because Tiny is
Yeah.
quite good versus Meeple.
Tiny's a problem. Ooh, Bristleback. We've
Ah,
seen
this is
Bristleback
their-
played in the mid lane a lot as well, which may
Yeah,
be
this is
where it's
their-
headed this game.
IO pairing, I think. It's probably going mid with the IO. So you can actually dominate the lane, and Tiny has very low base armor at the start of the game. So maybe they were anticipating that Tiny would be in the middle lane, so they want to be able to utilize the Bristleback to take advantage of the low armor of the Tiny in the laning phase.
Yeah. And just, it feels like a good front line to have. You're already against 3 melee heroes so far, and it feels like a very good game to run a Bristleback with or without the IO almost. And Vega, pull out an Ursa. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is something that Pasha likes to play a lot. I see them play a lot of Ursa when they're on Dire, obviously, but this has to be one of the few games that I see them picking Ursa on the Radiant side.
Well, these are some fun picks, Winter. We're looking at very aggressive, fight early, fight in the mid game, run at each other kind of heroes. Got a Spirit Breaker now thrown into the mix.
It's very good versus the Bristleback. When he's facing your team, like when he's running in, Ursa can easily kill the Bristleback.
Yep. Well,
But
we've got
both of the
7
teams-
strength heroes, Winter. Strength heroes confirmed overpowered.
Team Versal, welcome. Welcome
Yeah.
to the game, Team Versal.
Support Timbersaw for Vega. I don't think they could fit it in. Maybe OG could, but I don't even think they can with
There's
the
still a
Spirit Breaker
Wyvern.
pickup.
There's still a Wyvern in the pool for either of these teams.
Yeah.
If OG wants to, well, I guess OG can't really pick it. Only Vega can actually pick the Wyvern if they want to, since they already have Undying, Wiz, and SB. 2 of these 3 heroes will definitely be their supports. I guess Undying plus SB will be offlaning together. Probably with Bristleback middle lane, and they have another safe lane hero. But I'm not sure who's going to be handling the Bristleback though. It's quite uncertain.
I think it depends on their last pick a little bit, whether it's something like a Wind Ranger, if that's going to be going mid for Miracle, if it's a safe lane hero like a Jug,
But if you want to if you're looking to kite Ursa, Tiny, and Doom, maybe Viper would be nice.
Yeah.
Like Venom would have really been a good pick as well, but Viper could also work very well versus Ursa, all these melee heroes.
Yeah, we'll see Vega now, last pick coming their way. Definitely a support hero, some kind of range support, Witch Doctor, Disruptor type thing.
Yeah,
Against a
I could
Spirit Breaker,
see
against
those
the Eye of
happening.
Bristle, Disruptor's always good.
Or Witch Doctor or Disruptor would be really nice. Like, you can have the silence for the relocate, Witch Doctor can have the cast for the relocate. Both of the supports have very good spells versus relocate. So I could see them going either way. I think Seema will play, he will be handling the Tusk, so the last hero will be Solo's hero. Unless Tiny is a support position, which I'm not sure. I think probably it's just more mid. And they'll just pick up
That would
another
be
support hero.
something crazy for our opening game. Disruptor it is, so no surprises there. Good against the relocate, and just generally couldn't help out against the aggression of OG Dota 2, having a glimpse in your hand, so we'll see what the last pick for OG is now. This one not a support, this one almost certain to be a core hero picked up last.
They need a very big hero though, like a hero that can... Not sure, there's Razor, Razor's good versus Doom, good versus Ursa. I mentioned Viper as well, but Viper and Razor are both heroes that if you don't, crush the early game, you're gonna struggle in late game. But I guess you don't really want to go late game versus Doom and Tiny anyway, so you want to look to win the game during the mid phase, early to mid phase. You want to be able to secure the map, and keep pushing and use your Tombstone to actually at least get one set of racks, maybe minute 25, minute 20. Minute 25 would be optimal for them. I'm not sure if you want to go late game versus a Tiny and Doom.
We're running out of time. It feels OG maybe not entirely sure what they want to pick up here, but 3 seconds left. We'll see soon enough. Earthshaker! Is this a core shaker?
Yeah, it is a
Miracle
core.
Shaker as a core! Here we go, Winter! We get something fun.
Huh. I'm trying to understand the reasoning behind why they want shake.
You're against
I
4
guess-
melees. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I guess so. And you kind of need a hero that has very big amount of physical damage. Because I was actually thinking that they needed a carry that can do that, but Enchant Totem, you don't really need a carry because the Earthshaker is the carry.
Alright, well here we go. Our opening match here on the Dota Major 3 stream with myself, Gods, and Winter. It is Team Vega Squadron up against OG. We've seen early TP ward coming out from Mag on the Doom towards top.
They TP'd 2 heroes, bottom and top, oh my god.
On the Vega side.
Yeah, the Disruptor TP'd as well.
Well, they really want to control those level 1 ward spots, I guess, and OG themselves don't get any early wards out for them on their side. Man, Vega, they're committing.
Yeah,
on this
because
one.
they realize that they need to secure the lanes, because against Undying SB, OG is gonna look to pressure and try to dominate the lane. So what Vega tried to do there was to at least try to avoid the pull camps being blocked, so they can at least get levels on the Disruptor, which he needs so desperately, so they don't lose their lanes too badly. I think that was the primary reasoning why they actually TP'd both. I guess the Doom is obviously for his own lane's sake, but the Disruptor wanted to secure his pull camp.
Yeah, I mean, Doom looks to be solo in the offlane, so he really needs a ward and the block onto the pull camps. He'll scout at these OG heroes at the top room, won't get anywhere near it, and looks like Vega themselves will be getting the bottom room. For no one on Tiny, it's going to be a Tiny versus Shaker mid matchup. I say that in a 1v1 sense, but I imagine the Io will be possibly disrupting things as well there. No bottle rush for Crit here on the Io. He's actually picked up early Ringer Protection, some regen as well and wards, so
yeah,
slightly
I
different.
think he's gonna sit at top mostly. That's why he actually went for this build. He's not gonna be like roaming around too much without the early bottle.
Right, looks like he may be prioritizing zoning out Mag on the Doom up here. Should at least be able to hold his own a little bit. Bristle Io, kind of pesky lane to deal with as a Doom. As you mentioned, very low base armor. He's sitting on 0 steel. Went for the Stout Shield, not the Ring of Protection, so not going to be the easiest time up top here. Already getting harassed down by Crit's Io quite heavily.
Yeah, definitely the protection would have been much more helpful. I guess he wasn't really expecting this lane. He probably was expecting some other lane. Maybe they were anticipating with Bristol back to mid. But otherwise, it wouldn't really be so much of a difference. I mean, the protection would definitely be better, but it wouldn't affect the laning phase too much, as long as he can actually get levels and get a good creep so he can actually stay in the lane.
Yep.
If you look at the timings, I think he kind of would need a Tusk backup at some point when Tusk has level 2 or level 3 TP to the top lane to maybe get a kill on the Wisp. It's fairly easy for them to kill the Wisp here.
For now, easy D ward coming out for Vega. They saw Moon keep down the Observer ward at bottom, so that's going to be denied. And that makes this offlane a lot trickier for OG. Right now, they're just dealing with level 1 heroes, but as soon as you start looking at a level 2 Tusk, a level 2 Ursa, this lane gets a lot more difficult. Not to mention an Ursa, when he gets boots as well as something like an Orb of Venom, suddenly has a huge kill potential, which he didn't previously have. Looks like the bottom room will be actually stolen by the Tusk. Top room going the way of the Io.
They even used
snuck his way into the jungle.
They even used a glimpse for that to secure the rune previously, but Mag is not going to be able to find a wolf, an alpha wolf. Maybe he was actually, or even a satyr. Those two would be the most ideal creeps for him. I mean, the ice armor creep is nice, but during the early stage you don't have the mana pool to actually sustain constantly spamming the ice armor on yourself. So you either want the satyr or the wild wing ripper.
Yeah. I mean, for Mag at this point, he's pretty much a jungler. He can't really lane against the Io Bristleback too easily, so I guess he's just happy to get a big creep with Devour, and he's probably going to get another Devour off in the jungle. So he actually now finds the Ice Armor creep, although he's going to decide to kill mid lane. Tiny, he's gotten the first blood on Shaker. No one says 8k MMR? That's not going to help you here. First blood goes the way of Vega. And OG, going to be a little bit concerned about that one. Glimpse back at bottom lane. They've caught Fly here. Pasha looking for a snowball in. He's got it now. He's going to follow up with a clap. There's a overpower as well, and it looks like Fly likely to go down here. Maybe trying to look for a deny, but he's not going to find it. Vega get 2 quick kills in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, and I like the way they are playing this early game, because they realize that the Undying and the SB will be heavily pressuring their safe lane, so they actually park the Tusk at bottom to secure and stabilize the laning phase before he tries to roam. Like, some teams will actually send the Tusk to try and win the top lane for the Doom, but because Doom can actually jungle and they can actually utilize the Tusk to actually at least win the bottom lane as well. So things are looking really good for Vega right now.
Mid lane, Winter, we have to cut you off here. Another avalanche coming in. Miracle could be in some trouble. He's already used his fissure. Mag, wasn't going to hit the Thunderclap. He needed to land that to get the kill. And Miracle's now got backup in the form of the Io, who TP's in with a bottle, will heal up Miracle, who now looks like he should be able to secure the top room. Meanwhile, bottom, they've gone diving in deep. Pasha and Solo possibly looking for blood here. Behind the tier 1 tower and pushing up very aggressively against OG.
Yeah, they're trying to zone him so he doesn't get experience from the creeps that are dying in front of the tower. So maximizing the lane, how much their lane is going for them.
Yeah, now they're looking for a kill, possibly. They get the glimpse back. Pasha's there waiting. Has the slow ready. Now looking for the overpower kill. One more right click. He's going to need it. No, he needs 2 more. 10 HP. Barely survives. Ice Shard's not going to hit. Very close.
That was
By the way,
very
Spirit Breaker
close.
is still getting sent back to base.
Well, at least he's not dying though. That is a huge... You're giving away a lot if you're dying there, so... At least now he's going back to base and he didn't die. Undying is taking the free lane, so they are not losing too much in terms of experience and farm.
No.
And we'll see where the SB actually goes from here. Can he actually try and set up a kill? Oh no, Earthshaker goes down again.
I caught the end of that one. He just played too
went
cocky.
for 3 stun, 3 toss, and doesn't have a point in grow at level 6.
I mean, that's not too surprising. It's not unheard of to do this build. If anything, Miracle should just respect it. I think he didn't expect Tiny to have the mana there, but he had the 1 charges, which gave him the boost in mana he needed to get the combo off. Well then.
Yeah, this lane has not... The laning phase has not been going well for OG at all. Earthshaker is struggling middle, and their offensive dual lane, like the pressure lane, the SB and Undying, is also not doing so well. Because Vega decided to use 3 heroes down here to stabilize the lane. But I guess the only lane that's going well for them obviously is their safe lane. Because the Doom has went into the jungle and he can't really stop the Bristleback from farming, because he can't really lane against the 2 heroes to whisk Bristleback top. So that is the only good news for OG, but apart from that, all the other 2 lanes are going very well for Vega.
Seema bottom onto the room, will get charged up, and it looks like Moon should be able to secure it off of that. They drop the tombstone as well. Sioma getting chased down. Fissure's still on cooldown for Miracle, but it looks like he wants to commit to this one. They'll glimpse back the Shaker, and it looks like they'll stabilize. Mag from the side, no one here as well. Hasn't have a toss combo. He's bottling up for now, and it looks like he will just go back on his merry way. TP's to the tier 2 tower. They want to defend this lane. Doom is there. Will we get any backup here? No TP for the Tiny available, and it looks like Mag is trying to keep this tower alive a little bit longer, but he may get dived here. Pops up the Scorched Earth, throws the stun. Mag still getting chased down. The goo on him is going to get them really slow. The bonus damage is there, and he will get taken out. Nice kill going the way of OG. No additional TPs. The extra stuns come out from the little Doom Shards. There's a follow-up TP from Sioma now. Ice Shards not going to be there to contest the tower.
Yeah, he kind of didn't expect to be chased down so far down, because none of his team could actually come and help him at that point. And Bristleback, with his close space, he got like 4 or 5 stacks on him, so there's no way he could have out-regen that even with level 3 Scorcher.
Man, Miracle is just struggling in this mid lane. Winter, how much do you feel like this is nerves from the young player, or do you feel like there's other factors like just a hero mismatch-up, not being comfortable in Earthshaker? Like what's going on with Miracle? He's normally known for his individual skill and his laning prowess.
Yeah, but the problem with this matchup is if you die 1 time, it's so difficult for you to lane against the Tiny anymore. Like 1 death and he out-levels you, and he always has that extra burst because he has 1 level on you, and you're always going to be afraid of dying to the combo if you're not at full HP. So it's like he tosses you once, and then you always have to be at full HP to farm all the creeps in the lane. Otherwise you just get, if you get grabbed by the toss, you're just basically dead.
Yeah, and you can see from his item build, he's very much just stacking. He's gone for the upgraded stick to the wand. He's got a belt of giant strength. He's really looking to get as much HP as possible. Oh, top rune, Sioma tried to go for it, but he slightly missed it. And now there's a hasted IO that could cause some problems here. I believe Tusk is going down, and that's probably just to hear that Vega just want to leave for dead. Doom says, I'm not having anything to do with that, and slight mistime on the snowball in, didn't get the rune steal.
Yeah, and another thing going on for them is the Bristol will be able to clear a huge wave of Ancients after this with the Tombstone if they want to. So Bristol will be very farm this game.
Oh, Miracle at mid again, he's being called out here. Gets off an Echo Slam, Solo getting low, no one's going to need another toss. He's got 1 charges here, toss from afar, gets the kill barely, loses Disruptor in the process. Flying now, looking to go in, there's going to be a blink out. The Tiny has a blink dagger already, just 8.5 minutes in, but it's OG who come out on top. The Bristleback rotation No Tail with an early helm with a dominator of all items. Getting a lot done in the mid lane. Pasha elsewhere bottom lane went for some aggression of his own. This game, these drafts are about to come online, and we're going to be in for some fireworks, I feel, Winter, with the amount of aggression the two teams have.
Yeah, Roshan will be also very important. Both of the teams are going to be eyeing on getting that for their mid-game aggression. You want to get it as the Ursa for Vega, but for OG you want to deny the Ursa from getting it, so it'll be a really tough decision when you should actually run in to try and sneak the Rosh as Vega, because it's going to be always on your opponent's mind when you have the Ursa.
Yep. Here we go,
Once you're
smoke
missing
up.
for more than like 30 seconds, people will be like pinging the Rosh all the time.
Oh, no one's looking to possibly contest this ancient stack, although no one's there right now. They really thought that was where the bristleback was, but turns out he was just farming up in his own jungle. This 4-man smoke looking to get something done with the tiny blink dagger. They do not want to be wasting time, but they could be farming and could be pressuring towers. OG themselves ready to fight. They've got a tethered up bristleback. Continue to stack these ancients here. The bottom rune going to be the point of contest. No one just picks it up and blinks back defensively.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Helm of Dom is not the best fighting item. So
No.
I think if you're Vega, you see it, you want to try and look for a fight right now with with the bristleback going for Helm of Dom. Like, Helm of Dom is just more geared towards late game. It doesn't really offer him so much apart from the armor right now. It helps him farm much better, that's about it.
Oh, they're taking the ancients. It doesn't really look like Vega going to contest it. Instead, they're going to go for the kill on mid again. They bring down the Shaker. They say we're gonna. I think OG are just like, okay, they're coming to contest ancients, and Miracle gets too overconfident at mid. Again gets brought down. Tiny now rocks up to the ancients, although it doesn't look like he's gonna be in to contest it.
No, this is really bad for OG right now. Like, the Bristol is gonna be carrying a lot of weight this game for his team, because he is the only one that is having a good time. So he needs to be able to do a lot of work in the upcoming engagements for his team. Shaker's dagger will be severely delayed, so I think that the Shaker would only get his blink if they take a successful team fight around, like, defending the towers or trying to push with Tombstone. I don't really feel like the Earthshaker will be able to actually get his blink from just pure farming this game.
Yeah, and he's got to really, like, this skill build is not good for fighting as well. Having just a 1 point in fissure, 3 in the totem, this is not really the ideal fighting build for when you're playing from behind.
It's good for getting solo pickoffs, but not so good in fighting.
Yeah.
If he gets a solo pickoff somehow, then maybe he will be able to get his dagger much faster. But bottom lane, we're gonna see it in engagement.
They'll charge in, they want Passion. He's got 600 gold close to his blink. Doesn't look like get the snowball pick up and help him out, gets the enrage off. Does he have an escape? He's just gonna go for the kills, it looks like, but I think he knows. No way out, and Miracle times the last hit. That totem hit. 5-man OG rotation, they get a kill, now they want to ruin Max, so be careful, he's being charged. There's a lot of heroes hot on his tail here. Fissure available for Miracle as well, and Mag gets a relocate coming towards him as well, and I don't think he's got an escape for this one. It's going to be a couple of kills going OG's way. And that's exactly what they needed.
Can they go for Roshan now? Can they go for Roshan now?
They've got Goo. It's possible in my eyes. Instead, they're going for kills. No one on the Tiny. Could be in some trouble here. Doesn't have a stun for now. There's a toss available. We'll toss Moon up into the air. The snowball forward. Miracle's invis. He's got an Echo Slam. Does he go for this one? He's waiting patiently, possibly for the Tiny to come back in. But it looks like instead we'll opt to play it a bit more defensively. Bottom tier 1 tower in trouble though. No Tail just topping the net worth. Not by a big margin over the Tiny, but his farm has been on point this game.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he actually builds the Bristle this game though, with the Helm of Dom as his first choice. So he is going to go for his stats item next. Maybe SMY or maybe a Vanguard. Vanguard would be, the Crimson Guard would be really nice. So top lane, they get a solo pickoff on the Shaker right now.
That's, I mean, you talked about it. You get a solo pickup and suddenly you're back in the game. Miracle all of a sudden's in 1300 gold when he was nowhere near this earlier.
Oh,
he might be careful. Tiny comes in, Avatos combo. Miracle, he's got a lot of HP with this build. The glimpse back, though, is going to pull him in, and that's going to be the death of the Shaker. Buys a TP scroll and be back on his merry way.
That is not really good for the Shaker, but he didn't really lose so much gold there. So, but it's gonna be a tower going down for the OG side. The next couple of minutes will be really crucial though, because they have a lot of unspent gold on the Bristleback. Ideally, before you take a fight, you want to spend all that gold from the Bristle. You get an item, then you try and take a fight.
Well, it looks like they want to defend mid here.
Oh,
They're going
please.
to bring in Solo here, but there's a Bristleback waiting on the side. The Tombstone gets dropped as well, and Solo is in all sorts of trouble. I think Vega made a bad call trying to defend this one, and now they're going to find Tusk getting Chance down as well. Moon does not have the Nether Strike. Snowball will show him down, possibly an Ice Shards to block off any OG chase, but OG should be able to secure this tier 1 mid tower. While they will lose their top tower, a reasonable trade, all things considered, and Miracle going to get given the last hit as well. So back up to 1700 gold. The recovery for the Shakers very much being gift wrapped by his teammates here.
Yeah, he's gonna have it, say, in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Then he'll have his, maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes will be reasonable for him. Then they want to fight at that timing. You get the goal on the, you get the dagger on the Shaker, and then you spend your goal on the Bristleback. Then you fight.
Bottom lane.
So no one's gonna get caught.
This is a big casualty as well. He's the most smart player on the Vega side. There's a toss backward. He tries to bring down Carnage with him, but Crit says, I don't think so.
That ward.
And
that ward
Shaker
was...
gets the kill. That's his blink. He's suddenly got a 15-minute blink after a terrible start. He's on 5k net worth.
This ward is the MVP
Yep.
there. He scouted the Tiny coming in very early, so they were able to position themselves very well for that easy pickoff, and that was also a very, very big pickoff because he was the most farm hero on the Vega side. And he's going for the utility Tiny build this game, not going for the Agadims after the blink. He's going for Shadow Blade, so he can actually build into the possible Silver Edge against the Bristleback.
Yeah, not a bad option. We'll see. Just a charge towards mid lane. Moon has been setting up a lot with these charges. We saw him at the bottom lane there as well. And well, here's the Roche you talked about. OG are in the pit. What's Bristleback bought now? A early Hyperstone pickup for No Tail. Is he just straight up rushing an Assault Caress?
Moonshot seems really weird though if he actually goes down that route. Assault Caress is like probably his choice
They're
here.
coming. I'm going to have to cut you off, Winter. They want to contest Roche. Nope, they're going to go for the kill at bottom instead. Miracle caught out in the trees, but will create for his team to take Roche out, and most importantly, has bought the Blink Dagger. I believe the smoke popped, like they 5-man smoke to go to Roche, and the Tusk, his smoke popped by the trees, and there was suddenly like a, huh, what's going on here kind of moment. As Pasha blinks forward, will not find anyone else.
But still, this is really strange for him to go for an early AC here. I mean, I guess it's really good versus the Ursa, but if you're not that tanky, the armor doesn't, you know, pay back so well.
Well, Tiny, like, there's a lot of magic damage. Tiny, Tusk, Disruptor.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm not
really
sure though. It's very weird to
that
go
much
for
physical.
Yeah, it's very weird to go for AC so early on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Maybe he just wants to give his team the armor so they can.
Yes.
It's also an offensive item, right? Because you deal more damage when you reduce their armor with the Quill Spray.
And he's got teammates with physical damage as well. If you look at, I mean, the Shaker with the totems in theory has some physical damage. The Spirit Breaker has some. So.
Yeah, but still, it's very unusual. Usually, you see SMY or Crimson Guard early on to help.
Not the item I would have expected him to pick up. I saw him setting up this mine. You mentioned stats. I'm like, yeah, I'll just get like an SMY or something and just go fight with that.
That's the more go-to item build. Like that's generally what you see on the Bristol, because SMY gives you movement speed, so you can actually chase down the targets, which is really good for Bristol. I'm not sure though. We'll see how the item build pays off for his team this game. I mean, I guess it will help them when they're seeding the towers.
There's a blink available. Blink Echo, where's the relocators coming in from behind? The Static Storm has already been used, so they won't have it for the Bristleback, and this looks like a great fight for the Bristleback. You get glimpsed back out. Solo may save this one yet. They kill off the Undying to start things off. Next in line's the Tiny though, so despite losing the Bristleback in this fight, he's TP'd back in and he's ready for round number 2. Says you can glimpse me back, but I'll just TP right in, and Pasha cannot escape, cannot blink away, not with the Quill Spray harass, and uh-oh, Sioma on the Tusk, looking to bring down Miracle with him. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. The chain stun's there, and it's a 3-for-1 trade at bottom. They thought they had the answer to the relocate in, but Tier 1 tower allowing Bristle just to TP on down after getting glimpsed back.
Yeah, that was just really, really unfortunate for them that they still had the TP from the Bristleback. Otherwise, it was still a really good play from Solo, recognizing that they needed to send the Bristleback away for them to actually be able to take that team fight. But at the end of the day, they were just really surprised by the Bristleback having a TP score there, coming in with, like you mentioned, the tier 1 that's still up. So map control paying off. Well, he actually went back for a Sage after the
There's the item we were expecting,
Hyperstone.
Winter. The Sage and Yasha has now been completed for No Tail. Whoa, blink forward with an Avatos here. No Tail's got an Aegis and he's tanky. I don't think you want to fight this fella. Nice shots go flying through, and Crit just sitting behind has the arcane boots to sustain the mana as well as wand and urn charges. Meanwhile, top Moon, he's found solo. What you doing there alone, my friend? You're off solo, and he's going to get brought down with ease. Moon picks up a straightforward kill while his team takes out the tier 2 bottom tower, and suddenly OG, the ones in control of this game, have put together a 2.5k gold lead. I imagine that will update to about a 3,000 to 4,000 lead after that sequence of events.
Yeah, Moon's gonna complete a Shadow Blade. Is anyone building a mech on their team? Nope.
Possibly Wisp. Oh no, he's got a cloak, so he's going Glimmer Cape, I guess.
I think you want Vlads and Glimmer Cape on Wisp this game. Vlads is really good for the Bristol. And obviously the Shaker and the SB as well. So I think Vlads is a key component that they want to have. Mech is going to be completely skipped by OG. They're waiting for Aghanims for the
charge from Moon. He just flew right over the Ursa. He was charging deeper. I don't think he quite realized right away what had just happened, but he will be near his team. He's now fishing around trying to find that very Ursa, but it's mid lane where he looks to head back to. No Tail with an Aegis in hand is just pushing down the tier 2 here. And Vega do not want to overcommit onto a Bristleback, and another charge coming in. They're looking to TP going on top while No Tail creates a distraction mid. TP from Pasha. Can he get in time? The Blink Fissure's there, and Pasha now stranded at top but stuck in some trees. Maybe able to blink out here. Moon gets some vision he needs. The relocate comes up as well, and that's going to be the death of poor Fuzzy Wuzzy. He was once a bear, and now he's, well, a pile of bones. Another charge from Moon.
Yeah. Look. Fuzzy Wuzzy is a hero that you need to be constantly ahead of your team though. He's not a hero that can actually be playing when you're losing the game or when you're behind.
Uh-oh. Mag in some trouble here. Pops the drums, looking to escape here. The kinetic build will slow down the chase, but bottom lane, it looks like no one has caught Moon. It's going to stop any further aggression coming out of OG, who just can't be stopped right now as far as this game 1 is concerned. 21 minutes in, and looks like the Aegis expires, but
this Bristol is just way too strong for them to deal with. They are going for a lot of items to deal with him. A Silver Edge coming from a Tiny in the future, and Doom is also going for an early Aghanims just to deal with the Bristleback.
Yeah.
These are not items that you usually want this early on Doom and the Tiny. It's not the most ideal, but because the Bristleback is such a big problem that they feel like they have to be committing items like this to deal with the Bristleback in team fights.
I mean, look at him now. He's becoming a bigger problem. He's farming like a, 5 stack of Ancients here, and he's been able to do this without any support having to sit there stacking for him. He's got the Dominator.
Bad for them though. This is really bad. He's gonna be so powerful that even if, okay, say you get the Silver Edge and the Aghanims, and then by then he will have another big item, like maybe another like a stats item, or Skadi or Heart,
even a
or
Satanic.
If he wants
this
to complete
game could be great.
Satanic, yeah. Even if he wants to complete the Satanic early, it would be nice for him. It's not even gonna be a sure thing to that for Vega to be able to take down the Bristol when they get those items.
Have they seen no one? It looks like they have. There's going to be an Avatos onto Fly, but he survives it. Relocate coming in, blink forward. Miracle does not hit the totem. Meme on the backline. They've caught out Moon. He walked into a static storm, and it's going to be the death of him as well as a Doom coming out onto Miracle Shaker. Mag on the front line. Glimpse back. No Tail. He cannot be touched. They're ignoring him with good reason. Looks like for now they're going to take down 2 other OG heroes. They haven't lost any casualties just yet, but No Tail sure to change that. Gets the Disruptor, wants Mag as well. Will get Mag. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Possibly more to 4 on the backline. No one completes the kill onto the Shaker, making it 3 kills in Vega's favor. There's going to be a 3rd kill going the way of OG now, as Bristleback just gets out of control. De-warding and everything. He's just a man on a mission. That's about as good as you can hope for if you're Vega. 3-for-3 trade
really
with...
That was still really good for Vega.
Yeah. Somehow that fight did not go terrible. I saw this Bristle running and I'm like, this fight's going to go terrible. But no, it went okay.
Now he has a BKB, and I think maybe during the fight he got it, but didn't even have to use it. It's gonna allow him to use it if he wants to save it for the Silver Edge prop in the future. So still a really nice choice because there's so many stuns on the Vega side. It's gonna allow him to just run in and keep doing damage in team fights without being kited around by the kinetic field, the snowball, the shards, and all the stuns that they have.
Man, Miracle is 8 of the 12 deaths on the side of OG, but despite that, still has respectable farm.
No, the charge.
Looking for more pickoffs. We'll cancel this one. Are they going to go in here? The Nether Strike available. Looks like they decide that teammates were too far away from Moon to commit to it, but coming from behind is no one on the Tiny. Be a little bit careful. Is Invis for now. It has Blink as well as a Shadow Blade.
With the next Roshan, they're gonna look to siege high ground when they actually acquire the next Aegis on the Bristol. They're gonna be very strong at that stage of the game. With the Aegis on No Tail, and you have basically all your key items that you want. Maybe the only thing missing is the Blats on the Wisp, but it's not so necessary for them to have that for the high ground push. It's like a bonus item. If you have it, you're really happy, but if you don't have it, you still go for the push with your next Aegis.
Yeah.
So OG are gonna look to secure first lane of Rax with the next Roshan, and Vega's just gonna try their best to farm as much items as possible for their heroes.
Well, we'll have an important one in Magnum Scepter. The Doomags can definitely help a lot this game, but needs to be careful not to get caught out here. No tail and hot pursuit. Uh-oh. Mag has been stunned up once by a fissure. The totem follow-up and...
You know, I feel they can't even kill, like, even if they doom the Bristleback with the Aghanim's, they can't even kill him. There's the Wisp, and he's just gonna run. As long as he has the Wisp, he can just run in and just kill everyone else. Like, even with the Doom, he's not really worried about anything. Solo's gonna get caught by the charge once again.
This ward has seen way too much. That's like the 4th or 5th kill I feel that this ward has given OG, or at least...
2 sentries. Damn.
Yeah,
they weren't really sure
really rough.
Where the ward is. It's like if you never kill the ward, you can never be 100% sure that there's no vision there if you can't find the ward.
Well, and those wards have set up so many charges for Moon, where he goes charging in and he knows he's going to relocate to back him up should he need it as well. So
yeah, so the next Roshan will give them the Aegis on the Bristle and also his AC. He's very close to his AC, so that is a very difficult high ground defense that Vega will be relying to pull off when they have the Aegis. I don't think they can do anything to stop OG from getting this Aegis. It's so difficult for them to fight outside of their base. So they either need a very good team fight with the Static Storm and Doom, or they need to use buybacks to make their high ground defense possible in the next few minutes. It's going to be a very tense few minutes for Vega. They have to be planning ahead of what is going to happen and how are they going to hold the high ground defense.
And to me, it's very much got to be able to doom the Bristleback while killing the IO. If they can kill off the IO and doom Bristle, then they have a chance. Those are like the 2 key things for me as far as defending.
They have to do that, but there's always going to be the Shaker, the SV. There's so many heroes that can protect the Bristle. It's
won't even protect the IO. It's always Moon charging in first, and they can never get close to the IO because of Moon just being that frontline battle cow.
And then you probably need the Ursa to use his
here we go, Winter. There's a ward here and Sentry. Both teams sneak by one another. Vega have smoked up. The smoke about to pop here. No tell on the front lines. There's an Accept. He's going to get doomed here. Where's that IO relocate? Is he even going to need it on the back lines? Carnage. Crit's been found. The Tusk there folds it up. He is glimmered up. The dust is there. He gets punched through the air. Meets up with Moon. Didn't get the tether onto the Bristle. Bristle's just fighting his way through this one. You wouldn't even know he's doomed. He's saying that tickles Vega. Have you got anything more? You need more damage if you're going to bring me down. The Doom's trying to stick around, but doesn't look like he's going to do so. Passion in the backline's going down, and without the Ursa, there's no kill going his way. Io's there should the Bristle need him, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Miracle on the backline didn't even need an Echo Slam this fight. He's still holding on to it, and Sioma, see you later. That's 3 dead, no return kills, and Vega will not be able to contest this Roshan.
So their plan was get the Aghanims on the Doom and try to fight during this crucial Roshan fight. They understand that how important is this Roshan, but I didn't expect them to actually want to take this fight. I thought they would be just more content in farming, because taking a fight outside is just so difficult for them to win. Unless they can actually use the Tiny to burst someone down from 100 to 0, then maybe they can actually win a team fight. You saw in that fight, right? Even if you doom, like I mentioned, you doom the Bristol, so what? You can't kill him, and he's just gonna run at you and kill your team.
That wasn't even the IO healing him. I think he got healed up by the Undying, perhaps, but the IO didn't even end up tethering him. He tethered someone else at the start of the fight, so... Oh, man. Vega in
AC completed.
A ton of trouble.
No, he goes for Butterfly. Holy shit, didn't expect that. So this Hyperstone has been sitting on his inventory for God knows how long.
Just attack speed, you know. Just wants to hold on to some attacks. We may upgrade it to something like a Moonshot. Oh no, he's going to complete the Butterfly, you're right. Yeah. I guess he'll, what, drop... We'll see what he drops here, if he drops the Hyperstone or the Helm.
Probably the Helm, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this is probably not the best choice here. I think AC is much better since you can carry it for the push. Because you want to have the Aegis. And it helps you when you're sieging the towers, so I felt like AC would have probably been slightly better than the Butterfly.
He really loves Butterfly, like he goes this item on Tiny and stuff as well, he really values it. It does give you some extra mobility because you can use the Flutter effect to chase down heroes, which is kind of nice.
But if you get Doom, it doesn't really matter if you have Butterfly, so I don't know. He's probably gonna get Doom every fight, like there's no way the Doom is gonna use it on any other hero because the
I mean, if you get Doom, whether you have an AC or Butterfly is the same as well though, so... We'll see. He drops the Hyperstone, so there we go. There's our answer, for now at least.
Yeah,
what's he gonna do with this
I felt like AC would help them siege much better since they are in a very advantageous position right now, so you want to deal a lot of damage during this phase. AC would help them a lot. In sieging towers, you are much quicker at taking down the towers and pushing. So, I'm just favoring the AC a little bit more in this situation, but at the end of the day, they should still be able to break through and get a lane of racks here, because they're just so far ahead.
Oh yeah. Don't even have Moon and Fly here yet, but Notel's already like, come on guys, let's go high ground, I'm ready. Tiny hits level 16, which is a handy little pickup for him. Has completed the Aghanim Scepter, so gets that little bit of extra AoE cleave damage for the next fight. I don't even know if that's going to be enough on its own. No one's like, guys, what are we doing about this Bristleback? Do we go on him? Do we not? Are we dooming him? I don't think that's worth it when he's got an Aegis, not to mention the relocate out.
Basically.
There's just no way to engage in him.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
They just need
all
to
they can do is try
to
chip away at him slowly, bit by bit. And he's getting healed up from behind. Flies there with the Solar. There we go. They're going to Doom on Notel. The Silence coming in from behind. Solo. He whiffs it though. No one in the Static Storm. Notel's still getting low. Will have an Aegis respawn soon. I think OG just looking to fight around the Bristleback's second life. They'll kill him off once. Now Mag actually is going to go, he'll go down on the Doom, so that's now a problem here. No one invised up, they've got detection for him though. Echo Slam for Miracle, they're going to bring down Tiny, as well as the Doom. He's going to buy back, but no ultimate to use around it, as it looks like OG should be able to break through the high ground now. Doom on cooldown, and this Bristleback pushes damn fast. He now's replaced the Aegis with the Hyperstone. He's running forward, he says, forget the tower. I want kills. Come on guys, stand your ground, come at me. But Vega just have no answer to the big bad Bristleback, and it looks like OG gonna charge on forward. Solo gets brought down by, well, none other than Notel himself, and this looks all over for game number 1. 4 heroes dead, beyond godlike Bristleback, 12, 0, and 6. Notel just out of control, Winter.
And this game didn't even start well for them. They had a disastrous early game. They lost 2 of their lanes. But they were able to use the overfarm Bristleback. They stacked, like the ancient stack didn't really get contested. They didn't block, Vega didn't actually block it even though they had such a good early game lead, which resulted in the Bristleback becoming so big this game.
Well, we'll see if they can continue pushing. It looks like maybe respecting the Doom cooldown, which is coming back up in 10 seconds. And now, without an Aegis on Notel, they do have to be a bit more cautious.
There's no point for them to actually just risk anything. They can just go back, regen, wait for their key ultimates, especially the Echo Slam, to come back up again, and then siege once more. So the Blast is actually coming from the SB.
Okay. So Notel gone full greed mode. He takes the bounty rune away from the Io, who's like, oh, come on man, I wanted to bottle that one up. Well, it's not going to hurt them too much, I imagine. Moon, Silver Edge Vlad's on the front lines, and he's just creating space for his team right now.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do in the fights. As long as during the fights he makes sure that they cannot kill the Bristle, that's all they need to do. The Bristle will kill everyone, because he's just so strong right now.
Looks like they ping out Miracle. They may have spotted out the Shaker, but Miracle may be alone, but the fact he's farming here by himself is very much a sign that he feels like this game is close to in the bag, and possibly like he can just kind of be greedy and aggressive, even if it does maybe result in his death. Vega now.
So
grouped
right now
up.
they have all the items they need to, so they can just
Yep.
look to siege and finish the game. I'm not sure if they are waiting for any key items. Whis has 3k gold, but what do you really want to get on the Whis right now? You can get a halberd, or halberd could be useful against the Ursa, but Ursa's not doing so much in fights anyways. You can get a medallion or into a solar crest for the Bristol. I guess that's the next good option that the IO has this game. Or relocate.
Moon. Oh, where are we going? They're going to fight in here in bottom lane. The blink from Miracle, not going to go in. It's mid lane where the Bristleback's fighting. He's just going for the racks though. Back at the base, Mag looking for TP out. He'll get cancelled though. Nether Strike will prevent the Doom from getting here, and that means Bristle is in all sorts of fantastic positions here. He's not going to be dealt with. It's the Tusk getting the 1 kill on the Undying, but they lost a melee racks for this. Fight's happening in 3 different lanes at once, it feels like. There we go. They'll finish off the Doom at bottom lane, cancelling his TP earlier, and most importantly, Rax has been secured. Just an Undying loss.
They lost a gem. They lost a gem on Undying.
Okay.
That was a
not really a big deal, I don't feel.
Yeah, a small victory, but he's going for Lotus. Oh yeah, for the Doom. Okay. That's also a good option that I forgot about. I guess that's the only spell you're looking to remove. That's not. I mean, reflect the Echo Shell. So that's about it. Sometimes there's more spells, but in this game you either Echo Shell the Doom or you Echo Shell. Glimpse is weird, right? If you Echo Shell that. I've actually not seen that.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I guess it just you glimpse the Disruptor right back. So worse things could happen.
Yeah, and obviously
died.
the snowball, but we've seen like when you Echo Shell the snowball, it actually is bad for you in a lot of situations.
Yes. I've seen that end up normally, yeah, exactly. That's only one of the spells you do not want to Echo Shell, so.
Oh my god, he has Enchant Totem and double damage now. He's gonna one slap kill the Disruptor? No, maybe one hit and another enchant.
Oh, is he going for this? He sees solo as well. He's got vision thanks to the siege creep. This could just be a straight up Blink Echo moment. He'd likely die for it though, so we'll see if he goes for it or not.
Yeah, he probably has a very good chance of dying for that because the Beast doesn't have relocate for another 13 seconds. Crit still does not have that available for them to back up the Earthshaker. So if he goes in there for that 1 kill, he's gonna die.
Yeah. No-Tell, by the way, did upgrade to a Moonshard, so we're looking at a very fast-hitting Bristleback here.
Maybe not though. Like, if he actually features 3 heroes and he gets the kill with the second enchant, he can actually force stuff and maybe he might be able to live.
And if he buys enough time, then the relocate will come. He's got the Lincolns to block a snowball, so I could see him living and getting the kill here.
Yeah, he actually might live here. The longer we talk about this, we actually think he actually might live if he goes for the kill.
Well, we'll see. Soon enough, looks like a pause for the dead mouse of Fly. Rest in peace. But OG, there's not going to be any resting for them right now. They're off to a hot start here in game number 1 of this best of 3. We're in Group B, Winter. This to me was one of the more interesting groups. OG, Vega, as well as Vici Gaming, and Unknown, who are a bit of a wild card. But the other 3 big name teams, all like OG and Vici Gaming, especially in strong form right now. And Vega, they're a team who can beat anyone, I feel.
Yeah, like in this patch right now, I feel everyone is maybe about even. Like some teams are a little bit stronger, but everyone seems a lot more even compared to, you know, the last patch. This time around, I feel in this event, anyone can beat anyone. Maybe Secrets is the only team that is a bit ahead of everyone else, but the rest of the pack seems fairly close for me.
Yeah. Have you got any big favorites for the tournament overall? I mean, you mentioned Secret. Any other teams you think will do really well? Any bold predictions?
Vici from China, and then there's always EG. You know, in this long type of events, when teams have a lot of time to prepare and analyze and fix stuff that goes wrong for you, EG is always very good team at doing that. So even if they don't start well in the tournament, I could still see them doing very well at the end of the group stage and coming back during the playoffs.
I think it's a very safe top 3 to predict. Here we go. The unpause comes. Will Miracle go for it? Oh, Solo making this look very tasty. Goes for the fissure. Doesn't follow it up,
usually
though.
this pauses make you think otherwise. If
yeah,
there's no
his
pause,
team
maybe
was
you
probably like, dude, you're alone. We've got no relocate. Don't do it. If it wasn't for the pause, his team, he may have just gone before his team told him not to.
Classic pub moment.
Oh,
You know, all these
Miracle, of
guys that will
course.
pause the game just to tell your team not to go in.
oh,
the
we've got the glimpse back with the sack. Only 4 stops out of it though. The Snowball going to chase him far. Does not look like a fight that you want to take though if you're Vega though. There's the relocate coming in from behind. Then Pasha gets 1 kill to start things off. That's a dead Io. And the Bristleback doomed up. This could be problematic for No Tail. Will he try and fight his way out of this one? His team already with a 3-for-1 trade, and they're going to get the 4th. Mag goes down. Echo Slam just puts the exclamation mark in it, and GG is called. Vega drop game 1 against Team OG. No Tails Bristleback. Whew, out of this world.
Yeah, their hero lineup is just much easier to execute. When you look at the game, they lost 2 lanes and they could have still come. There are still so many ways for them to come back into the game. And obviously, they also denied the first crucial Roshan for the Ursa. It's always a very, very big problem when Ursa doesn't get the first Roshan, because it speaks so much about how the hero is reliant on the first Aegis.